Welcome. You read the title, you're meant to die in this game. Hell, you are going to die in this game. Now for some, you might not find this fun, and a lot of us are kind of new to extraction shooters, or have base level experience before with games like DMZ, Arc Raiders, Vigor, or Tarkov. So why are you meant to die in Marathon? A few reasons, but for today we're focusing on progression. I mean, think about it, there's a whole faction that requires you to kill and subsequently be killed. It's a literal death cult, and you gotta think, there's players out there who want to exclusively play for this. That could be for hundreds of reasons. Maybe they just like Arachne, maybe they're trying to progress their upgrades, maybe they're just trying to get more XP, I don't fucking know. In a game like Marathon, where there are tons of players playing for their own reasons, and where there is ruthless AI, and let us not lie here, we've all been killed by it maybe once or twice, it happens to everybody. A game where there is constant high stakes on the line with your gear, hell, even a ranked mode coming out that will soon require you to have, of what my guess is 5k inventory value, you are going to die, and that's a part of the charm. Marathon and extraction shooters subsequently are relentless games, and you're not going to win every time you play. You're not going to exfil with all the best stuff on the map. Marathon is a game that wants you to die. There's so many pieces of dialogue for this between when you choose your runner or when you load into a game. The theme of you dying is constantly thrown around, and this isn't a bad thing. Extraction shooters have high highs and low lows, and Marathon, when you're even at your lowest, still helps you climb back up, especially with Rook in the game now and free sponsored kits, even with cosmetics to go alongside them. I mean, listen to me, they want to reward you for even getting out alive in the first place, because they know the sponsored kits are weaker gear. Not every play session are you going to visit the Marathon. Not every hour are you going to get S tier loot from Outpost. Not every day are you going to have 4 purples in your vault. Because the game wants you to die. Dying equals experimentation and a comeback, and that's one of Marathon's strongest achievements. Personally, I have moments where I go in with a 3 to 5k loadout, for example, and die, and don't get me wrong, that sucks, but because I completed my contract, I feel pretty damn good. Yeah, sure, I just lost my blue Waster shotgun, but at least it's not gone forever. Somebody else now gets to have that same experience I just did, and hell, I'm happy, my contract's done, I got that next upgrade for my faction, and all it cost me was a gun I was going to lose anyway? Who cares? This is a part of the reason why I'm personally pro-wipes, especially as consistent as they are going to be in Marathon. Who cares if you lose a gun? It's just going to be going away in a few weeks anyway, so use it, have your fun with it. I mean, best case scenario, you go into a run and you come out with a ton of value. Worst case, you lose something you were going to lose in a few days anyway. So fuck it, bro. Put on your best gear. Mess around with your build. You are going to lose it anyway, so go have some fucking fun with it. Go die with it. And even if you don't want to bring your best gear, and you just want to bring whatever leftover gear you have, one of the strongest parts about extraction shooters is, yeah, not everyone's on a fucking even playing field, but you kill the right person at the right time, you make the right decision at the right time, you can take all their shit, and not just take all their shit, you can delete pretty much all of their progress and gain it for yourself. I mean, I'm pretty sure all of us have had these moments already if you've been playing Marathon. If you haven't, then this is something that, I mean, you have in any extraction shooter, really. But there's a really high when you go from having absolutely nothing in like a sponsored gear and you just about manage to outplay another team, and then all of a sudden you're coming out of like some blue shit and you're feeling pretty fucking good, and then you repeat it, you go in with your blue shit and you kill somebody with purple shit and you're coming out with purple gear now. It feels incredible. High highs, man. And then sure, you get your setbacks, you will get killed, you will lose that shit and you will feel arse, but what goes around comes around. That person might be feeling great now because they took all your shit, but guess what? Maybe you won't kill them, but they will die. They will lose that stuff. Somebody else will get it. That person's going to have the same experience that they just gave you happen to them, and if they don't, it's just going to get wiped anyway. I think this is, again, as I've said, one of Marathon's strongest things, is it's taken the constant negative of death in an extraction shooter and kind of managed to flip it into more of, not like a positive thing, but more light-hearted. And that kind of leads me into my next thing anyway. It's not like it matters. A month into the season, whatever it is, Season 1, Season 2, Season 3, so on and so forth, you're going to have so many upgrades for these factions that you can just buy your builds back anyway. And that's another part of the charm. Death is inevitable, but it isn't a total reset. It's a setback. You can be at rock bottom and work your way to the top. And that's the part that as the season goes on and on and on, that rock bottom is going to rise and rise and rise. And before you know it, the rock bottom, isn't so bad. All you need is a couple decent runs to make some money, and now you have your best build back and a backup just in case. So get out there and kill and be killed, bro. Because this isn't a fucking daycare. People won't be happy to help in this game because you know you're going to die. They know it as well, so you might as well try and delay it. I think this is one of my favourite things about Marathon, and especially its skill trees, is as you upgrade them and as you go through them and as you get more reputation with these factions, you unlock more and more like upgrades for your character, more and more stuff that you can buy. And Sekiguchi, for example, offers a lot of implants based on your shell. I personally play a lot of Vandal, so I'm going to be focusing on getting my Vandal stuff, but the easiest way that I can describe this is on a scale of, I guess, your runs, okay? Rock bottom it's going to take you 10 runs to get back to where you were, but because of getting all of these upgrades, every single one of those runs that you're doing, you are raising that rock bottom because you're getting materials. Let's say you do 3 pretty successful exfils in a row. You've done a couple Sekiguchi contracts, you're feeling good about yourself, you've done enough stuff to get a load of materials for them. You can now buy the upgrade to get those green tier implants for your shell, so in my case Vandal. So now rock bottom isn't I'm starting out with a Mida kit, no ammo, no meds, no nothing, no implants. I'm now going to be in a position where maybe because of my previous progress with Cyber Acme, I can start myself with a green overrun AR, a green backpack, a green shield, and then green implants for my Vandal. And then the same goes for all of the other factions with other implants and other things. Maybe you want mechanics kits, OS debugs, maybe you want, I don't know, chem grenades, maybe you want a better assault rifle, maybe you want to spawn in with a waster every single time. And the thing is, you can make money pretty goddamn easily in this game. I mean, after day one, I've got about 28k in my vault, in my wallet, and about 33k in my vault. I'll put a picture on screen now so you can see my current value, or like the value as of end of day one. And the other thing, man, if in like a couple weeks I have tons and tons of upgrades, when I get set back to ground floor, when I lose all my best shit, when I lose my build, I can just buy it back for like 5k. I can get myself back from what originally was absolutely nothing to something decent. And that's kind of what I mean by the rock bottom in this game rises with you, is sure, at the start of a season when nobody has anything and nobody has any upgrades and nobody has nothing, rock bottom is going to be, guess what, buddy, you're going to be spamming Mida sponsored kits until your fingers bleed. But by the time it's been a few weeks into the season, a month into the season, rock bottom is now a full inventory of green gear, green tier implants, green tier meds, green tier everything. It's not so bad. And not to even get into the rook upgrades, bro. They know that rook players are going to be a target because you are literally just look at you paint a target in your fucking head and say I'm alone. They know that rook people and rook players are going to die a lot and be targeted. So what have they done? They made rooks fucking busted, bro. You got to look, mate. Look, if you haven't before, you haven't yet. Look at the capstones for rook in all of the factions. You can get him to have like green tier weaponry, you can get him to have green tier meds, you can get him to have a fucking waster shotgun when he spawns in, like a stack of claymores, bro. Like, rook is gonna be a sleeper pick, I'm telling you. You gotta think, when you run into people who are playing rook, you best believe there are gonna be a lot of people playing rook. When you run into people playing rook, and you kill them after they have these upgrades, you're not just killing a gazer with a shitty and like a CE tactical sidearm anymore, and you're gonna think, well, that's kind of stupid because he's got nothing. You can kill a rook, you can get a full sack of claymores, some credits, because one of the upgrades is that he spawns of credits, some decent blue tier gear in general that you can actually exfiltrate with, because I believe one of the upgrades is that you spawn in with like a matter thing, like a matter fixator I think it's called, so you can actually keep some of the stuff you spawn in with. A fucking waster shotgun, what is, I guess, widely known now as a big shooter, let us not lie. I'm telling you, by the time we're like a month into the season, rooks are gonna be like a loot pinata, man. I don't know about you guys, but I was originally Team Pro, like save the rooks, don't shoot the rooks, but after playing the Server Slam, I only had negative experiences with them. I can't lie. They would consistently open fire on me. I will say, there was one run where I was a rook, and I ran into another rook, and we exfilled together, and a third rook tried to not join us, he tried to interrupt us and kill us, so we kind of teamed up against him, we killed that third rook, and we looted him, and then we escaped together. That was kind of wholesome. But anytime I've been playing normal games and I've run into a rook, they shoot first, man. Rooks are ruthless. And now they're just gonna be loot pinatas? Hell fucking yeah, I'm killing every rook. Anyway, back to my point. In Marathon, you are going to die a lot, and you're going to kill a lot, and that is a constant theme throughout the game. And you gotta think, every time you do die, every time you do live, that rock bottom is raising and raising and raising. So sure, death is inevitable, you're going to run, die, and repeat, but it's not gonna be so bad. You are going to die in Marathon a lot, and that's a bloody fucking good thing.